Now we know that blue-haired boy with the paintbrush in the opening. Still a few characters we have not met yet, though, and will not for some time. Yeah, let's continue our infiltration of Madarame's palace. I do have some things to say regarding my health and my family's health, and how long I might be able to stream tonight, but wait until some more people get here. Hey, Durgan.
We still have work to do.
Also about my controller. Oh, do I want to... Maybe I should fuse something, because I only have one free slot right now.
Do you need something?
Hey, Rock. Yeah, I'll probably talk about that stuff after I fuse stuff
You'd
here.
like to read the... You want to register it?
Yeah,
Are
register.
you sure? You wish to perform an execution. Let us begin the search.
What level do I need to be for
Gather
this? 25 at a minimum. Yeah, that's not gonna be for a while.
What path do you want?
Because there's only one level 13 one here. There's a level 12 one that I can make from some of my weaker ones.
Not terrible, but not impressive.
That'd give me Mudo. First instant death spell we would have. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be the way I want to go.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It's gonna learn Augie, so we don't need to inherit that. Go Aha and Dormina.
It will receive a fraction of power. I see.
Oh, you have it for Xbox now? Nice.
All right.
I don't have the Star Confidant yet, so this would not gain any experience. Yeah, I think Slime is still too good to get rid of him. Yeah, everything else is either too high or too low. So, I guess that's all for now.
You done already? No slacking off.
But yeah, so I've had a sore throat all day. Have been coughing every now and then. And it's definitely the kind of sore throat I get when I'm sick, because when I sneeze, my throat hurts a lot in that moment. I haven't done a COVID test yet. I don't, aside from the symptoms I just mentioned, I actually don't feel that bad. But I still may end up not streaming for as long tonight, because my throat may just decide to give out on me completely. And I could probably use the rest anyway.
Now let's push forward, Joker.
I should write something.
My mom did get a positive COVID test, so it does seem likely that I either already have it or am going to get it. If you never take the test, you'll never get COVID. It's like Schrodinger's cat, Schrodinger's COVID. I don't know if I didn't hear her play Hose Mose on the stream. She did play, I don't remember the name of the song, but that one that Ramimi's in. And I don't think she played Two Toots either. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention is about like these weird controller issues I've been having where like it'll press a button randomly without me actually touching the button. I looked it up and apparently it is a common problem with aging PS3 controllers, and in order to fix it I would have to open the controller up and like add more padding to this foam piece that wears away over time, and I just don't have the confidence to do that without ruining the controller completely or being unable to put it back together properly or something. So for now, it's just whatever. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is, because although it is annoying, it's not game breaking. I'm still able to play the game with that issue happening. That's right, Mama, I killed a man. Going this way now.
Look, show me your true form.
Oh, really? Oh, we haven't recruited you yet. Haven't we fought you before? No, I guess not.
Finish it.
I think you're weak to fire. Yeah.
See that again, Whistler? Let's do this.
What? And as I look to the horizon,
See that again, Whistler? Hold up.
Okay, timid.
Yeah, fine. Give me a break.
It's not like that. It's gonna take a few lifetimes. I bet she does not. This is true. Okay, that was easy enough. Koro Pokuru.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Okay.
He's got 3 resistances and only 1 weakness. That's not bad. High chance I forget. But he's only level 9, so I probably wouldn't be using him for very long anyway. Okay, what's in here? Straw doll. That's an instant death item, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, an Ainu folklore, okay. It probably will tell me that if I look at it. Yeah, once coexisting with the Ainu people of Japan. There was a falling out at some point and they disappeared.
I'll reveal your true form.
All right. The first, this one's weak to
Okay, you're
electricity.
only weak to electric, not gun.
This gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Whew. Looking cool, Joker.
Show me, got the
Go ahead.
Another baton pass.
I already have all these guys, so we can go ahead and murder them.
Let's go, Captain!
You did it, Skull.
This is it!
Okay, guys, let's do it.
out of nowhere.
You'll come back!
You is not.
All right. Shadow defeated! I'll reveal your true form.
All right, the first person
I do have
won't
info
hurt
on
it.
you. Oh, they're weak to gun as well? Okay.
This guy. Something there is mine. What's your weakness, Panther?
Serves you right.
Finish this.
Show me, got the
Finish him.
Don't you know? Know my eye.
Aren't we the best?
There's a look to the horizon.
So I went to Safeway today to pick up my mom's prescription for COVID, and
Okay.
I guess the medicine she's taking, one of the common side effects is changing your taste. And I guess people have, like, reported that it literally makes your mouth just taste like shit. So that sounds pleasant.
Show me your true form.
Just to take it for 5 days.
The first move is ours. It's weak to fire skills. This one's weak to
Fire and
electricity.
electric. So there's not much you can do, Morgana.
What's the matter?
Persona! Carmen! See that again, Panther! You got that! Pass the baton!
Here we go.
Let's go, Captain! Bring it on
An
home!
enemy defeated! Give me more!
I mean, she can't really go anywhere right now anyway.
That's all she wrote.
All around.
Okay. Ha! Piece of cake!
One more in this room.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance! Fire
Boy.
attacks won't. This enemy's weak to wind!
Wind, okay.
Come forward! My other self! Zoro, show your might!
Drop round.
Take my time! There's mine! You powered up from the
Button.
This is a holdup!
How?
Finish him!
Know my eye. And
Aren't
that's
we the best?
horizon now.
Okay. Ha! Piece of cake!
Oh, come on.
Focus. I can see it.
Second exhibition room.
I can feel it. I can feel it.
Cannot go in here. Oh yeah, we have to check this face. At least I thought we were
I
supposed
have
to.
something.
Oh, okay, it triggers when you try to go past it.
Hey!
Just gonna ignore that golden sheen.
Whoa!
Oh, wait!
Damn it, Morgana.
on.
So this is kind of like the beginning of Cyan's dream world, where you start out with one character and you gotta get the rest of them back into your party. Except we don't have any Moogle charm to avoid fights.
Somewhere.
Alright, yeah, you can't go that way until you've saved the first person.
I have something.
I'm trying to remember, like, where do we have to jump down for this? I did not mean to jump right in your line of sight. That was just a Wapo. Well, I can't all-out attack her, unfortunately. Am I weak to this? Yes, I am.
Come on, you gotta hold on.
Don't
All right, one time for a counterattack.
That was close.
A spectacular victory.
Should have thought about what I was fighting and changed personas.
All right.
Dying hurts and is bad. Okay, this, yeah, we need to press this.
Yes.
We can get on back.
Seriously, thank you.
Okay, so now I think we want to go back up.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, because this barrier that was here is gone now. There's no enemies down here.
Is this...
Secret passage. Or secret button.
Yeah. Sorry.
How do we turn off the lasers?
I can feel it.
Through this vent, perhaps?
I can see it. It's somewhere. Whoa!
Wait!
Hey, what's that?
Yeah, now we're on the other side of this door that we couldn't get in before.
Yeah!
It says security whatever on here. Password.
No. I can see it.
Oh yeah, they pretty much just give it to us here, don't they? I got a call telling me to change the password. What did you change it to? Hello. 07734. If you read the numbers upside down, they spell out the word hello. It's the kind of password an idiot would put on his luggage. It's not like anyone's eavesdropping on us.
Hey,
You don't even have to memorize it.
That one? Wanna get it?
Okay, I guess we can
I'll
fight.
reveal your true
I was planning on just going back.
all right. The first move is ours. Let's see that again, Panther. Don't move. This way. Honestly, the best.
Hold on.
Okay,
Good work.
I can
Keep
see
it up.
Yeah!
Lasers are off.
Nice.
I can see it.
Sorry.
It's not unlike the way he freaks out around the treasure. Something was drawing me to this vase. Good to check this out. Nani?
Oh, wait.
Oh, shit, I actually do have to chase after it.
I have something.
Damn it.
I can feel it.
These are, I guess you could say, this game's version of metal slimes, because they give you quite a bit of experience if you can beat them, but they will run away if you don't beat them in time. But you can also acquire them as personas, but you can't use them in battle. You can only use them as fusion material. So I don't know if this one's gonna be weak to anything we currently have, so I'm gonna try to crit it.
Take this.
You never see it
Persona! There!
Okay, here we go.
That was pure skill.
I want to get one of these to join me at some point, but I'm gonna kill this one just because I'd rather get the experience. Yeah, 300 and 5,000 yen.
It's
Joker
definitely-
and Slime leveled up. Yep, you can recruit it.
All right.
Another
Firewall.
tool for our mission. Yes.
Treasure demons. That's right. They are more likely to appear when the security level is high. Yeah, if you convince one to become one of your personas, you can use as fusion material, but it cannot be used in battle.
Easy win!
have
They were
something.
nothing.
I don't think there's anything else in this room. Oh, there are lasers there.
I can feel it.
I have to go up this way. Oh yeah, this room. look where the security guard is walking. It's not a real hole at all. I don't think I have the ability to ambush him from up here, because I don't think he's gonna walk close enough to me.
I'll reveal your true form.
That works.
Alright, the first move is ours! Time to shoot!
Sure.
Woo! Looking cool, Joker!
Think again, don't you know?
Up to you.
Pass it on to the second person!
Persona!
Show me
Did it, Skull!
Serves you right.
all that. Don't you know?
This way!
To the horizon, not the flash.
That's all she wrote.
Tell me where this go to.
Mona's a little behind now in experience because he was missing
What do you think?
in action for a bit. Increases chance of critical hits when surrounded, which, I mean, I don't plan to get surrounded too often, so I don't tend to rely on skills like that.
Okay.
Good work.
Focus.
Keep it up.
I'm gonna check the
Cut it
bathrooms.
out!
Ice ring. Reduce ice damage, which would be most useful for On since she's weak to ice. Yeah, I think that would be better than Null Forget for the time being.
I can feel it. It's somewhere.
Safe room? Yes.
This feeling. This looks usable.
What do we have to say?
Well,
Lady On.
Well,
what are your thoughts?
Okay, keep exploring.
let's go.
Save.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Focus. It's somewhere. Focus.
Show me your true form.
Got some, like, curator or something.
Alright, the first move is ours! You should have done it! You did it, Skull!
Persona!
You did it, Skull!
Try to run me through. Hold on. Think
Counting on
Not
you.
over yet!
one second.
You're done.
Woo! Looking cool, Joker!
Here's we go.
This way!
And as I look to the horizon, cloud,
There's Mona's level up.
Okay.
Good work. Keep...
Okay, both of these paths are gonna go upward. I guess we'll go this way first.
I have something. I have something. I can see it.
All right, a chest.
I'll take this. Physical ointment. Reflects physical attacks once. Okay, so it's Tetrakarn in item form. Oops, went too far. No! Oh my god.
We're surrounded.
Oh great, it's gonna use instant death right off the bat? Well, at least it missed.
It can't take gunfire. Lock and load.
No, and I can't baton pass.
Show me got the clue.
So hold on for some footsteps.
Don't you know?
Now for another group.
3 enemies. Let's do it.
Like it breaks up out of nowhere. The rest is not what you foretold. You
I'm in.
You powered up from the baton pass.
Persona. Captain Kid.
Did it, Skull. Did it, Skull.
Just stay there. Don't come back.
Well, that could have been worse.
All
I
right.
just accidentally dashed my way past the enemy, and when I tried to turn around, it wouldn't quite let me. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have just used Media to heal everybody in the first place instead of using those items. Oh, Life Stone.
I can see it.
Guess that makes up for the items I just used. Oh shit. We're stuck in here. One of them's a glowing one.
Show me your true form.
Gun these ones.
Okay.
Cool. Looking cool, Joker.
hold on.
This way.
What you bustin'? Got the clue. How bad?
Okay.
No match for me. Show me your true
Here's the
form.
tougher one. Oh, it's just a bunch of Onmoraki. Alright, On, go wild. Hopefully you can hit all of them. Okay, eventually.
Serves you right.
Let's finish this. Okay, guys. Let's do it.
How bad? This we go.
A beautiful rose has thorns.
All right.
That was easy.
Oh, I can't. I thought I could. That was something I could break. Exorcism water. Which does what? Lifts all stat debuffs for all allies. It's the opposite of the baptismal water. suspicious.
Hey,
Let's take it off the wall. Or switch.
this is...
Who cares about that shit?
Yes!
I can see it.
Did I miss anything in here? I don't think so.
Focus.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. There's a safe room behind us, but they're gonna force us to check out this door first. Whoa.
Whoa!
I'm gonna be that guy and say, if they were really infrared lasers, we wouldn't be able to see them with the naked eye. Humans cannot see infrared.
Hey,
Only be opened via the security room that lies beyond it, so we're stuck on this side. It is impossible to open from the outside.
What?
yeah.
The same door he saw earlier. The one in Madarame's shack with the lock on it. There may be
Let's
another
head
way to
back.
open it. Okay, now let's go back to the safe room.
I'll just add this.
Now, is it... We've got a lot of resources left, so I'm wondering if it's worth sticking around to grind out a level. 381, 440, 493, 428. I don't think it is worth it. If I were playing on hard, I probably would. But I think on normal, we'll be fine.
I'll just add this.
So we've done the first half of the dungeon. But we cannot continue it right now.
Well,
Come on, man.
how are we supposed to get past that door?
I don't know. You think there's some kind of off switch somewhere?
Looks like this is where I come in. Mona? I have a suspicious place in mind. Remember? This shack is the basis for Madarame's palace. I actually scouted it out the last time we were here.
Whoa. So this was your plan from the start?
Correct.
went scouting because you were bored.
But he found something useful, so can't really complain.
So, where's this suspicious place?
It's on the second floor. I noticed an unnaturally hefty lock on a door up there.
If it's locked, that means there's something in there he doesn't want people to see.
But don't we want to be opening the door in the palace?
Yes. And we're going to do that by opening the real one in front of Madarame's eyes. Basically, we're going to change his cognition that the door is unopenable.
In other words, when we open the one in Madarame's house, that area in his palace will open on its own?
I'm not really getting it. Is that gonna work?
Of course you're not getting
Trust
it.
me, there's no chance it won't open. I think.
I think. Here goes Morgana with the I think
You
again.
understand, don't you, Joker?
Can't hurt to try.
Well, yeah, but
Why don't you trust me? It's worth a try.
But even then, there's still that hefty lock we have to deal with in reality, right?
That'll be a breeze. Just give me a hairpin and I'll handle it.
He's a cat burglar. Ha ha ha.
It will take some time, though. Doing everything by myself in front of Madarame would be impossible. If only there was someone who could distract him for a while.
If only.
Huh?
If only.
oh. Man, how are we even gonna get into his house? We'd get reported for sure if we force ourselves in.
What?
If only there were some way that somebody could be invited into the house.
I guess the only way is having you go nude.
A fully nude kill leader.
What?
Fancy you say that, Ryuji. I was just thinking the same thing.
This isn't funny!
We're not saying you should really get naked.
It's simply the best excuse for you to enter Madarame's house without raising suspicions. So we'd like for you to play the role of decoy, Lady Ann.
This is way too sudden! I mean, I don't even know where the locked door is!
Don't worry, I'll accompany you.
But that's still technically only me! Worst,
Whoops, shit. I
can run into the
didn't mean to
palace.
skip that.
worst comes to worst, what if I get found out?
This is the first time I've made use of the log during this playthrough, which I think this is the first... Well, no, it's not the first game I'd ever seen a feature like this where you can go back and read text that you've seen already. But I feel like it made it popular for other games to do something like this. The Fist of Mars also has that feature during many of the cutscenes, not all of them. But that game also doesn't have any voice acting, unless you count the fan dub that me and Skyblazer did.
Or something.
Is that really gonna work? I mean, you're not giving me much confidence in this plan. Do I have to be the bait?
I mean, yeah, he's...
But what if, you know, nothing.
All you gotta do is trick Yusuke, have him take you to that room, then just open the door.
You make it sound so easy. But if there's no other way, I don't have a choice. God! Fine, I'll do it. For justice. Seriously, you better pull this off.
for great justice.
If it's for your sake, Lady Ann, I won't stop scratching even if all my claws were to break.
We'll be counting on you, Morgana. Don't let Yusuke notice you, alright?
If he tries to force my clothes off, I'll tear that house down.
I don't think he's gonna try to do that. He wants you to be a willing model.
I'm really gonna lose it if we do all this and the palace door doesn't open. Got it?
We're working to get dirt on that guy's crimes either way. It won't go to waste. All right, let's get down and dirty tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Ina?
Earlier the better.
But will Kitagawa-kun agree?
I don't know, just say something like, I really need it to be tomorrow. That should work, yeah?
Well, we've got a plan. We'll see how it plays out. Strip for him. It's the only way. Hello, the Canadian Justin. Welcome.
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Confessing
It
what
does
I
seem
know.
tricky that we gotta open the door and Madarame has to see it.
Without a sign, without grasping it, the real question to
Now then.
ask, where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter.
If I click your name, it should say
Hiding both faces
December 6, 2014.
for you to draw.
That's a long ass time.
I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take all
And hey, RPG fan.
revealing
Oh, the 50 adhesive bandages. How much HP do those restore? 20. Okay, that's more than I thought it was gonna be. Also, we did that first half of the palace without using any of my SP items, so that's a plus.
to be found. A mirror right in
I'll just add this.
is where I find an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth.
Second playthrough, but I've seen a bunch of other people play the game. So, like, I've really experienced the story a lot more than that.
Apples masquerade, hiding both face and mind.
Young people and wearing suits come out in droves. Is that a thing in Japan? Like, there's a job hunting season?
Down to my core.
I guess it kind of makes sense because it's like a little bit after their graduation. So people who aren't going into college or like going straight into the workforce. Many companies are limiting their number of new hires.
Hey,
Yeah, we have no choice but to go to sleep.
I can't tell you how to see me. Just
Wow, we got a seat on the bus or the train. I keep calling it a bus. We can finish this book.
wow. Oh,
Leader of a ragtag group of outlaws. Ooh. Rank 3 guts. And hell, I haven't even done the Big Bang challenge yet. But that's good that we have rank 3 guts now, because I wanted to get that sooner rather than later.
All right.
Yeah, there are very few people who watched my stream from 2014 who are still around today. Like, I could probably count the number on one hand.
We'll be counting on you.
Oh, what will we have to do? Wait inside the palace. Have to make sure the door can't close anymore after it's open.
Okay.
Alright, this better work. Here we
To
go.
think you'd really come. I assumed you were lying when you contacted me.
I'm sorry it was so sudden.
Oh, it's not a problem. But, as I told you yesterday, Sensei will be returning in about 20 or 30 minutes. So, I'm sorry if that causes some anxiety on your part.
That's why I'm here today, damn it.
What was that?
Oh, no, it was nothing.
By the way, have you gained some weight?
I love watching people's reactions to this part. Because he says that and everyone's like, what the fuck, Yusuke? You can't just say that to her. And then, oh, that's why he said that.
I weigh the same as always. Maybe I'm bloated today.
So then, can you, get ready here?
I need to take my clothes off, right?
She's got to make the stripping last as long as possible so Morgana has enough time to get through the lock.
Yes, please.
I'm embarrassed. Could you look the other way?
Oh,
That was tight.
tight? No, I'm doing this for art.
Don't look over here, okay? Hey, your sensei's coming back soon, right?
I believe so.
Do you think we could do this somewhere else then? A little more atmosphere would be lovely.
This should be good enough.
But wouldn't a room with a lock be a bit better?
A lock?
Durian.
Must a girl say more?
But the only one with a lock is Sensei's room.
Then why not there?
I can't intrude. Besides, I don't have the key.
He says he doesn't have the key. It's okay. That's why I'm here.
He said he was going to use a hairpin.
I'll just use this hairpin.
Takamaki-san, are you about... You were wearing all this?
Don't you think it's cold today?
In May, that's kind of hard for me to imagine it being cold. Like, I was in Japan in May, and I think the temperature was usually, like, in the 70s, but because it's so much more humid there than it is in California, like, I was pretty much drenched in sweat whenever I was outside.
I suppose so. The sun is starting to set.
Right? That's why a change of location would be nice. I mean, I'm gonna take it all off.
True. It might make for a better picture if I can brighten my model's mood.
It's actually working on him.
Uh-huh, that's right.
She may even be willing to try out various expressive poses for use in a dynamic composition.
What kind of poses?
Lady On, you have to act. Get back in character.
Let's go. I was just starting to get in the mood.
Erica Harlacher, her voice actress, does a really good job of bad voice acting.
Wait, if you wander around, Sensei will...
Oh, it's so hot.
We really can't use any other room.
Hey, why not this one?
Please wait!
I'm counting on you, Mona.
Meanwhile,
They seriously gonna be able to pull this off?
a fully nude kill leader.
She was saying stuff like, I'll just seduce him with my acting, but that sounds out of her league.
You would think so, but he seems to be falling for it.
Plus, we ain't got one sign this place is gonna open. Isn't Madarame coming home soon? On top of that, even if Mona's able to unlock the door, how's he gonna show it to Madarame? And then even if they do show it open, any normal person would just close it right up again. Doesn't that mean we only got a few seconds to get in? To be blunt, won't it be a miracle if this works?
A mirakuru. Sounds almost impossible.
So it is gonna be a miracle! It's almost time.
Please, can you just wait and...
What's past here?
That's...
So the door Mona mentioned is up ahead.
I keep telling you, you can't!
I like his voice crack there.
You're still not done? It's hard to do this with cat paws.
Well, maybe should have thought about that ahead of time.
Is something the matter?
Oh, so, what is this room?
It's a storage area for old paintings.
Storage. Hey, Kitagawa-kun, why don't we do it in here? I won't be embarrassed if we go somewhere nobody can find us.
Only Sensei can go in there.
Please. I want to be alone with you. Somewhere like quiet. You know, where we won't get interrupted.
Is he really going to buy that terrible act?
Stay focused. Oh, it's just so frustrating that my feelings aren't getting through to you. Kitagawa-kun, do you not like girls like me?
No, that's not true.
How is that working on him?
We are all wondering that, Morgana.
Please, we can continue this inside.
Sure. I mean, no, we can't go in there. It's locked anyway, so...
Fine. This is too embarrassing. I'm leaving.
But...
Let's just do it in here, okay?
what do I do? I'm home. Sensei!
Yusuke?
All right, it's open.
Just so happens to get it open right when Madarame gets home.
Huh?
What are you doing there?
It's not what it looks like.
She just and grabs him like she's a wall master or something.
Not in there.
But that's exactly what we needed to happen.
Nothing's happening. I wonder what's... It's off! They seriously did it!
What a surprise.
Yeah, it really is a miracle. Let's go.
Alright, so just the two of us right now. We'll have to fight a mini-boss.
All right.
Let's kick some tail. Just like Donkey Kong, who's finally back to kick some tail.
Let's see it.
Might not be anything to break in this room. Yeah, all we can do is approach this guy and fight him. What do they say if you choose let's wait for it to leave? I don't even know if it even would leave. Okay. Well, let's go.
Sorry.
This one's called Nue.
They got past the security system? You cannot go any further. You are trespassing on Lord Madarame's territory.
You guys ain't got nothing on us. I'm more scared of screwing up and having On yell at me. Persona! Get wrecked! Ha! What?
Ah, he's confused. Do I have anything that can cure confusion? I do, yeah. Relax gel.
There.
Persona!
Haha, I resist that.
Persona!
I'm thinking he's weak to fire.
On Muraki! You're mine.
Yep.
Let's go.
Hey, Luna. Didn't quite kill him.
Persona!
That got him. He's a lot tougher on hard. Like, I actually died a couple times to him. I mean, really, so this whole game so far is a lot harder on hard than it is on normal. Okay, so yeah, that's just like what it says with me on Bunny's channel. I don't know why that is. It's almost like it considers my channel to have only existed in 2020, not in 2013 when it really was established. I mean, I checked it earlier. I clicked on my own name in Bunny's channel and it said like account created August 6th or something of 2013.
Takamaki-san, this is bad.
Back in the real world.
Are these the lights?
Nani? What are all these copies of the Sayuri doing here?
What the?
Isn't this Sayuri? Why are there so many of them?
I have no idea.
Man, that really puts things into perspective, Luna.
Get out!
Sensei, what is the meaning of this?
I suppose I can't keep quiet now that you've seen this.
Oh shit, yeah. December 21st, wow. Exactly 9 years ago today.
Truth be told, I'm in severe debt. I handmade these Sayuri copies and have been selling them through a special connection of mine.
Why?
The real Sayuri was stolen by one of my pupils long ago. I assume they begrudged my strictness.
We did hear from that journalist who we briefly ran into outside the shack that there was a rumor going around about the Sayuri having been stolen.
That moment was quite a shock for me. Since then, I've been mired in a terrible artist block. Because of this distress, some of my pupils handed their ideas over to me from time to time. I knew I couldn't keep that up, so I attempted to recreate the Sayuri a number of times. However, it resulted in nothing more than replicas. That's when someone came to buy the paintings, knowing, well, they weren't original. It's all my fault. I couldn't pay the price of being famous. As expectations for me rose, it reached a point where I had no choice but to keep making them. I needed money to further your talents. I ask that you please forgive your cowardly teacher.
Please, don't.
Hold on, something doesn't add up. If the original painting got stolen, how did you make copies of it?
Good question.
I happened to find a finely detailed photograph of it in an art book.
Is that so?
So you managed to sell copies of a photo of the original? I'm not sure how this works, but don't people who buy paintings generally have a keen eye for the fine arts? This sounds like a lie to me.
What would you know?
Something just doesn't feel right.
Lady On! This one seems different.
Oh.
Sayuri. This is the real Sayuri.
So it never even got stolen?
But you just said a moment ago that it was stolen.
That's a replica.
No, it's nothing of the sort. This painting kept me going. It's the reason I made it this far. Sensei, don't tell me.
It's fake. Yes, a counterfeit. I heard there was a counterfeit spreading around, so I bought it.
We're starting to now get a real sense of how scummy he is. Like, they uncover one lie, and he just covers it up with another lie. Like, he literally can't tell the truth.
So you're telling me the actual artist behind the painting bought a counterfeit? That's pushing it.
You're lying, Sensei. Please, just tell us the truth.
You too? I've reported you to my private security company.
What?
I had it set up to deal with some problematic paparazzi, but I never thought it'd come in so handy.
Please, wait. Let's talk about this.
You can talk all you want to the police. That includes you, Yusuke.
Damn, you're gonna do that to your own adopted son, basically?
A cat! Where did it... There's no point. They'll be here within 2 minutes.
Takamaki-san!
Well, thankfully they have another avenue of escape.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, we gotta turn off the security.
I have something. I can see it. All right. I have something.
Cool.
Focus.
Is there anything else out here? I guess it's gonna drag us back into it.
Whoa.
In the background, you could see a statue of Madarame there.
All right. I hope those two managed to get away.
And that's their avenue of escape. Going to the metaverse. Nice landing, though, Yusuke. Made considerably less graceful by Morgana falling on him.
I thought I was gonna die. Hey! Will you let go already?
Jeez.
Oh no! I didn't mean to push him so hard. Are you okay? Wake up!
Who are you all?
Calm down, Kitagawa-kun. It's me!
Takamaki-san. That means you two are... I don't recall ever seeing this cat costume before, though.
You did hear a cat, though.
What is this place?
And I think he did also see Morgana briefly.
We're inside Madarame's heart.
Inside Sensei's heart? I'm sorry, Takamaki-san, but are you sure you're feeling okay?
She ain't lying. This is what that bastard truly feels. He's nothing but a greed-filled money grubber.
Enough of this rubbish!
Kitagawa-kun, didn't it cross your mind that something wasn't right about Madarame?
That's...
You may not want to believe it, but this is another reality as viewed through Madarame's eyes. This is his true nature.
This repulsive world? Just who are all of you?
We're the Phantom Thieves.
I guess you could say we're a group that changes the hearts of rotten crooks.
If everything you say is true, then the sensei I know doesn't exist.
You gotta snap out of it.
This world's coming crumbling down around him.
Still, he has kept me safe these past 10 years. My gratitude for that won't just disappear.
So he says 10 years here, but I think it's actually been longer than that. I don't know if that was just an error in the script writing or what.
You're gonna forgive him? At this rate, you'll...
Are you okay?
I'm trying to be rational about this, but my emotions are overwhelming me.
Sorry, but we don't have time to dawdle. The security level's gone through the roof. We need to get out of here at once.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yes!
Try to avoid fighting as much as possible. If you look at our party configuration, suspiciously Morgana is not in the party right now, and there's a reason for that.
How could this be?
Gaze upon it forever. One could never tire of looking at it. It is a complete...
Yeah, sorry you had to see this, Yusuke. He literally saw them as his artwork.
The exit is right there!
And so we meet Shadow Madarame.
What the?
Talk about bullshit clothes. First a king, now some kind of shogun.
Welcome to the Museum of the Master Artist Madarame.
Huh? Sensei? Is that you? That attire?
Disgusting.
This is all one big lie, isn't it?
My usual ragged attire is nothing but an act. Besides a famous person living in that shack, I have another home. Under a mistress's name, of course.
So Yusuke gets stuck with the shack while he's living in luxury. This is absurd.
How naive.
If the Sayuri was stolen, why was it in the storage room? And if you had the real one, why make copies? If it's really you, Sensei, please tell me.
Foolish child, you still don't see? Painting being stolen was just a false rumor I spread. It was all a perfectly calculated staging.
What do you mean?
Let me see. How does this sound? I found the real painting, but it can't go public. You can have it for a special price, though. Ha! How's that for preferential treatment? Art snobs will eat it up and pay good cash at that.
Lovely.
No.
The worth of art is purely subjective. Thus, this is a legitimate business transaction.
Yeah, it's perfectly legal, but morally fucked up.
Though I doubt a brat like you would ever come up with such a brilliant scheme.
You keep going on and on about money this, money that. No wonder you ended up with this disgusting museum.
You're supposed to be an artist, right? Aren't you ashamed of plagiarizing other people's work?
Art is nothing but a tool to gain money and fame. You helped me greatly as well, Yusuke.
I imagine when Xander played this, that this arc of the game kind of pissed him off, because he's an artist.
God, pisses me off. That's your teacher.
But what about the people who believe in you? Who think you're a master artist?
I'll tell you this alone, Yusuke. If you wish to succeed in this world, I'd advise you don't rise against me. Do you believe anyone could find success with my objection holding them down?
was under the care of this wretched man.
You thought I took you in out of the goodness in my heart? Plucking talented yet troubled artists allows me to find promising pupils and take their ideas. After all, it's much easier to steal the futures of children who can't fight back.
Yeah, why try to steal the ideas from an adult when you can just... Yeah, makes me sick.
I can't believe this.
Livestock are killed for their hide and meat. This is no different, you fool.
He's comparing human children to livestock.
But I'm tired of this little chat. It's time that I...
You are unforgivable. It doesn't matter who you are. I won't forgive you.
Get mad.
So, you repay my keeping you around for all these years with ingratitude? You damn brat! Men, dispose of these thieves!
Get back!
How amusing.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get back.
Huh?
It seems the truth is stranger than fiction, huh?
Kitagawa-kun?
I wanted to believe it wasn't true. I had clouded my vision for so long. My eyes were truly blind. Blind and unable to see the true self behind this one horrible man.
Time to awaken.
Have you finally come to your senses? How foolishly you averted your eyes from the truth. A deplorable imitation indeed. Best you part from that aspect of yourself. Let us now forge a contract. I am thou. Thou art I.
That part always kind
World
of...
is filled with both beauty and vice. It is time you teach
Not
me your
comfortable.
wish.
Very well.
The blood drips down from his fingers.
Come. Goemon!
Mystical Ninja Goemon?
A breathtaking sight. Imitations they may be, but together they make a fine spectacle. Though the flowers of evil blossom, be it known, abominations are fated to perish.
His flowery dialogue definitely
Impressive!
bumps this awakening up.
Who do you think you are? The price for your insolence will be death. Where are my guards? Kill them all!
The children who adored you as father. The prospects of your pupils. How many did you trample upon? How many dreams did you exchange for riches? No matter what it takes, I will bring you to justice!
Let's see what you're made of.
Very well, bring it on!
Ippon Datara. And, Kopa Tengu?
You are in the presence of Lord Madarame! On your knees, intruders!
I learned much from you, Madarame. In order to see authenticity, one must be dispassionately realistic. With Goemon by my side, I can now ascertain your true self without any reservations. I am thou.
Alright, so these guys are weak to ice.
Goemon! Persona!
Who's next? Okay, he's next.
I am thou.
Yeah, let's just hit them all.
Goemon! I am thou. Goemon, strike! Let's go.
And sure, Surukaja himself increases evasion.
This will hurt. Now you'll get it. Now you'll get it.
Too slow.
A lot of them attacking Joker. Guess I better heal.
This one. You will pay.
Jack Frost has Mabufu.
Jack Frost! There!
He didn't resist any. He didn't resist physical or ice. I'm not sure if he has any resistances.
Pass the baton and
Let's get this over with.
Persona!
Ow!
someone treat her!
Persona! Eat this! Persona! Slime!
Probably should have done that first.
I am thou. Goemon!
Ooh, crit.
You did it!
End it. And we did his all-out attack finisher.
The finale.
It was fun while it lasted. Goodbye.
Power courses through me.
Yusuke, you've just thrown your bright future down the drain. I'll destroy every chance you've ever had of becoming an artist.
Madarame!
You'll forever rue the day you dared defy me.
Get back here!
Kitagawa-kun!
Why can't I move?
Listen, you're totally trained. You can't do much even if you wanted to.
What a disgrace I am.
Come on, just listen to her.
You'll get better.
You've known for quite some time, haven't you?
I'm no fool. Strange people have been coming by for years. And the plagiarism was an everyday affair. But who would want to admit that the man they owed their life to was doing such terrible things?
Why didn't you leave, Kitagawa-kun?
Well, he is the one who painted the Sayuri. On top of that, I owe him a great debt.
You mean 'cause he raised you?
I never knew my father. I was told my mother raised me by herself, but she died in an accident when I was 3.
Yeah, that's why I pointed out earlier that he has to have been with Madarame for longer than 10 years. If she died when he was 3, because he's not 13, he's a second year in high school, so he's either 16 or 17 by the time this game takes place.
That's when Sensei took me in. I heard he helped my mother while she was still alive.
Heard?
To be honest, I don't remember much about my mother either. I did everything I could for Sensei. I thought of him as a father. But he changed. To think he would treat the Sayuri, the very foundation of his art, like that.
A lot's happened to you, huh?
When you had mentioned plagiarism, deep down, I knew you were right. That's why I so vehemently denied you. I was simply running from the truth. I'm sorry.
I think out of all the main characters, Yusuke is like one of the ones that I had maybe the biggest negative first impression of. But then you get to this point and realize how shitty his life has been and why he was like trying to deny so much that Madarame was doing evil stuff, and he's actually pretty cool. And really, we haven't even gotten to know him yet. He turns out to be a lot funnier than you think he's going to be. I understand.
I'm grateful for the chance to face what I've been denying all this time.
You're way too serious, man. That's why you're always getting stuck in your own head. Look at me. I just go with the flow.
Yeah, maybe a little too much, Ryuji.
For real.
Oh, there's our first for real of the stream.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know.
We can't help the fact that Madarame's gone and changed. But we can change his heart. We'll make him pay for his crimes.
That reminds me, you mentioned something about that change of heart earlier.
Have you heard the rumors? The ones about the phantom thieves that steal hearts?
Don't tell me.
That would be us. Oh shit.
Oh crap!
We'll talk later. We need to scram.
When did my clothes change?
He just now notices.
You just noticed that now?
Save it for after. Let's go!
I see. And because of that, this PE teacher's had a change of heart. Phantom thieves who steal hearts. To think they truly exist.
We're right in front of you.
Indeed. Well, I have to believe your words, especially after seeing a world like that. So, your plan with Madarame-sensei, with Madarame, is to force a change of heart, correct?
I like how he drops the sensei there. Like you don't deserve that honorific anymore.
Let me join, as a member of the Phantom Thieves. Had I faced reality sooner, this may have been avoided. I must put an end to this, for the sake of the others whose futures as artists were robbed as well. That is the most civil thing I can do for the man who was, in some manner, my father.
Civil, huh?
Sounds fine to me. We're gonna deal with Madarame anyways.
He may have a mental shutdown if we screw up. We have ways to prevent that, but they aren't fail-safe. Remember how we mentioned this on our way here?
Madarame is a man who has the art world under his thumb. He has connections to many organizations. If someone like me raises my voice, it'll only be snubbed out. We have no option but this.
Kitagawa-kun.
It's a deal then.
We have a new member in the Phantom Thieves now. I hope we get along, Yusuke.
You better not slow us down.
I'll do my best.
I mean, he's got more agility than you do, Ryuji. I'm pretty sure, even though you are the runner of the group. Oh, and no nude paintings.
So that was all a plan. Well, that's quite daring, Takamaki-san.
It wasn't my idea, it was theirs.
What else were we supposed to do? It's his fault for going on and on about the nude modeling thing.
It was the easiest way to pull it off.
I haven't given up on that yet, though.
Give it up! Oh, that reminds me. I wonder what's going on with the real Madarame. Yusuke and I were in a pretty tight situation.
Actually, I contacted him before we came here. He believes that I continued pursuing Takamaki-san. And just as you all explained, it appears he knows nothing about his shadow.
What did he say?
He was complaining to the security company how they couldn't even catch one high school girl.
Well, we have special phones or a special app on our phones, so it doesn't matter how good your security company is.
However, he's still furious about it and said that he's going to take legal action against everyone.
Great, so we go from threat of expulsion to threat of legal action.
Talk about being completely on guard.
Legal action? He's acting way too desperate. Maybe he still has more secrets.
If he were to act, it'd be after the exhibit is over. Any scandal during the show would be his loss.
Right when I think the talk about being a nude model is over, this happens?
We'll have to force a change of heart before then if we're to dodge this legal action thing. Looks like our plan must be accomplished while the exhibit is still open.
By the way, what is this?
Now you realize that a cat is talking to you.
Huh? A cat.
But it's talking.
You have a problem with that?
No, not really.
And he has such a subdued reaction to it.
Why not?
He's just on a different wavelength than other people.
Do you wish to draw me? You better bring out the best of me in that case. Hey, don't touch me like...
He's going for the service
I was
button.
thinking of ordering some black bean jelly.
And that is actually a thing in Japan, at least in some diners. They'll have a service button on the table that you can press to get someone to come over and take your order. And even in restaurants where they don't have a button like that, oftentimes to place an order, you like raise your hand or something to get a server's attention. It's not like in America where the servers are expected to like visit you every so often. They won't really come in Japan. They won't really come to you until you call them over.
I bet he got that idea from a black cat.
Oh! I didn't bring any money.
Whoops. And yeah, this is something that will be a recurring gag with Yusuke, because he is a starving artist. He has no money, and he's rarely getting a chance to eat.
Never mind. He's just weird.
Hey,
Don't worry about it, Sojiro.
No, no, no.
Sounds problematic. Okay, so it's legal action and possible expulsion.
Where have you been?
Unlawful entry, defamation.
Searching all along.
I mean, At the beginning of the game, when we got arrested, they read off a pretty long list of crimes.
Without a sign, without grasping it.
Hey,
The real question to
Okay,
I forgot
save.
something.
where have I'm a sharpshooter.
Okay, I will take a break here. Abby's gonna have to get up, unfortunately for her. I will BRB.
You to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dawn. Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a sharpshooter. Atlas masquerade, heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter. At post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey,
It's on TV. Nifu?
Where have you been?
I guess that's... Is that like
Searching all alone,
some kind of move-in shogi?
facing twilight lonely.
Or is that the name of a piece?
Without a clue, without a sign,
hey,
without grasping it,
hey.
the
You
real
must be
question
tired.
to ask, where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter, I post masquerade.
Good morning.
You again.
That reminds me.
What, just because we're not meeting on the roof anymore? What do you mean?
I see.
It is absurd for the principal to pretend you can do the police's job. He's apparently been been watching too much anime with absurdly powerful student council presidents.
Well then.
You're ahead in the game. 3 messages today. This is all your fault. Oh, it's 5:25. I already returned my DVD, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. I just didn't change it on the spreadsheet.
Good day.
Yeah, if I had if I hadn't finished it, it would, or if I still had it in my possession, it would ask me if I wanted to return it. But I'm thinking we're probably just gonna go right back into the palace today because I remembered that there's another confidant that you can only start once the palace is done, and I would like to start that one as soon as possible. First, let's go check on the lottery. What's this guy have to say? Young homeless man. Okay, I guess he is one of Madarame's pupils. Yep. That could have ended up happening to Yusuke. Hope someone makes him pay for everything. We're working on it. $100 yen. I think that might be the lowest prize you can get. So we're at a loss of 2,900 yen for that one.
Welcome.
6-1.
See you later.
Okay, I don't need to get drinks. Oh, I should go to the airsoft shop and sell what I've got. And then maybe stop by Takemi just to see if there's anything I want to buy from her, because I think I haven't checked out her inventory since we ranked up with her last.
Hey,
Guts are still not high enough. They're only rank 3. They need to be rank 4.
come on.
Okay.
It's not a lot of treasure, but every little bit helps.
All right.
I have 2 calming masks. I don't want to sell anything else.
Come again.
Please head to the exam room.
Okay, we do have access to accessories now.
Well, which do you want?
And we've got some new items. We have a full revive
Take
and
your
a
time.
200 HP to all allies.
I see. I feel like you
Do I-
have a different vibe going on.
Do I go for the SP adhesive? Because that's going to be real helpful. Because we'll be able to regenerate
Try not to
SP
suffer
every
any
turn.
unnecessary injuries. I want the data I collect from you to be of use.
Some
Why
elemental
do you have such a
resistance and
serious look
stuff.
on your face? Take your time.
SP adhesive 2 would be nice, but it's twice as expensive.
Try not to suffer any unnecessary injuries. I want the data I collect from you to be of use.
Well, I'll get one for now, and then maybe
Take
when
your
I'm
time.
richer down the road, I'll get one of the more expensive
It's
ones.
exceptionally. Here you go. Take care.
I'll give that to myself. Though I might swap that around depending on who's using the most SP.
Let's do it.
Alright, let's meet up.
Hey,
Yeah, might help if he knows everything that's going on.
Well,
okay. Now then.
No, we do not.
No.
Palaces cannot exist within Persona users because it's kind of like how in Persona 4 the main characters would start out with a shadow, and then once they had accepted the shadow would turn into a persona. You can't have a shadow and a persona at the same time. So in this game, only people with shadows have palaces.
Listen up.
Obviously, I knew that.
Right?
what do you mean? Hold a moment.
We have to guess.
I see.
Yeah!
Got you covered, newbie. You should probably ask Morgana if you need anything.
Well then.
Speaking of cats, mine just came back into the room. You wanna come up here? Yep, she did. June 5th. 11 days.
Let's take him down.
What do we have to say if we hold a meeting at this point?
Damn it.
Okay, It is time we start the meeting.
It feels good, man. I expect to see that emote.
That's it for that meeting.
Let's go
Okay,
in.
let's go.
Oh yeah, we haven't decided on the new recruit's code name yet.
It has to be Kitsune. You know, with that Kitsune mask and everything.
Hell yeah! That really leaves an impression.
Are you talking about me?
What do you want your name over here to be?
Well, I'd say Da Vinci.
Of course he would choose an artist.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, you've got that mask like On said, and there's that weird tail. All right, you're Aburage.
This is a very Japanese joke here, which I think a lot of Westerners really don't get when they play this. It's like the Fox God Inari's favorite food. Like fried tofu, I think it is.
Very well.
He's agreed to it?
It's decided then. Aburage.
Nuh-uh, not happening. Do you have any ideas, Joker?
Clown.
That's a little too similar to Joker, though.
Oh, alright.
Fox, then. How about that?
Not bad.
What do you think, Fox?
And the fact that they start by calling him Kitsune is kind of weird when you're playing the English dub, just because in Japanese, they're speaking in Japanese, and they think to call him Kitsune first, but then they're like, oh wait, our code names are all in English, so they call him Fox instead.
It's acceptable.
It's set then. Let's go.
Okay, before we go in any farther, I would like to do some fusing.
Listen up.
But we have to have a tutorial about the fact that we can only have 4 people in the party. Yeah, they change it to Fox because they go with English code names. Can't take Joker out of the party. Now this part's a little different from the previous Persona games, because in 3 and 4, the characters who were not in your party would stay back at the very beginning of the dungeon, and you would have to go back to the beginning if you wanted to swap anyone else in. Not the case in this game. You can swap party members whenever you whenever you want when you're not in a battle. So that makes managing your SP easier. Like if one of your characters is running low, you can put in one of your backup members. And yeah, they have an easier way of organizing your party from this menu here instead of having to speak to them all individually. I'm gonna go like this for now.
Do you need something? You'd like to you want to register it?
Yeah, I think we can register all of these.
Are you sure? These are the... You lack patience. Time for some rehab. Let's execute them. What path do you want?
Makami.
Looks pretty tough.
Oh, this would be our first persona with nuclear abilities. So yeah, there's a couple of elements in this game that were not in the previous ones. That purple one with the one with the purple rings is psi, and then the one with the nuclear symbol is nuclear. Kushimitama. Oh, I can make him with those low-level ones? Okay, I might go for Makami and Kushimitama then.
Not terrible, but not impressive.
Has Medea. So that would give us 2 characters who have a full party heal skill. Yeah, Genbu, you were really good in the first palace, but you've fallen behind a lot, so...
Choose the inherited skills, inmate.
Kunda...
Will it gain new power? My.
All right.
Generate 1, so that... With the SP adhesive equipped, that means we'll gain both HP and SP every turn. Could also make Ippon Datara. I'd have to give up slime for that, though.
I see. A strong persona indeed.
Okay, literally any of these skills can be inherited. Don't get any additional experience from it, but I think it's gonna be worthwhile to have.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Bufu. Oh, that's right. The elemental break skills affect all enemies in this game. But I think I'm gonna go Zio.
Its power will be nothing unusual.
It's
now
fine.
For a rebirth.
Not terrible, but not impressive.
I don't think I'm gonna go for anything else. Oh, Shisa's level 16. So next level I can make that. What do I need to have on it? Let me look this up. Shisa, oh, with Frey. Which
Excessive power only leads to destruction.
Makami already has Frey, so once I get to level 16, I'm set up to do this. Okay, yeah, I think that's all the fusing we're gonna do for now.
No slacking off.
I don't have any wind skills, so I need to have Morgana in the party to cover wind. Actually, I might take Yusuke out. It's kind of... I kind of don't like taking a character that I just got out of the party, but I've got Ice pretty well covered at the moment. And that's what... He focuses on Ice and physical skills. Yeah, let's do that.
We're here.
Actually, hold on a moment. Let me go back to the entrance just so I can break the stuff at the beginning that's easy enough to break. And
Let's do it.
save.
Focus.
Every little bit of money helps.
I can see it.
Okay, let's go back up. Now, can I fast travel from here, or do I have to go, like, all the way back? I guess I can do it from here. Cool.
Nice!
I'll just add this.
All right.
Focus.
Sure enough, the barrier stayed down. Thanks to all my hard work. Don't worry about it.
I have something.
I'll reveal your true form.
Jack Frost.
All right. The first move is ours.
Pretty sure he's only weak to fire.
Couldn't finish it.
Oh, I already had his info. Yeah, because I have one fused. Yeah, he's only weak to fire.
You're the best, Panther! Aren't you the best?
Okay.
A stylish victory.
I have something. It's somewhere.
me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Go! Your turn! I'll set up.
What the hell? She's only hitting the one that's already down. Thank you.
Okay, guys, let's do it! How's that?
Don't you know?
Okay.
Easy win.
Giant Madarame statue. Yeah, Kamoshida had a statue too. I guess this one's a little better made though.
I have something.
Okay, well, it's just like the background sparkling. Oh, our second map.
Oh!
Hey.
It looks like.
Alright.
It's somewhere.
Oh yeah, the picture in the upper left where it has the security level and the illustration of Madarame. Before we met Shadow Madarame, it looked more like the real world Madarame, but then you meet the Shadow and it changes to that version. They don't want to spoil what he looks like ahead of time. Chest in there. Oh, locked chest. We've got some lockpicks. Wind Ring Pearl and Snuff Soul. So Ryuji would be the best for that. Oh, wait, no, that's right, yeah. Let me actually give the SP adhesive to on. Just for the time being. I'm not sure if there's really a... Well, I guess you can't go in this way, so we have to go right.
I can see it.
Nothing in this one. Can't go that way. Yeah, there really is only one way we can go.
I can see it. I have something. Damn it.
Oh, the lasers come on as soon as you approach. I'm just kind of surprised that worked. Looked like a weird angle.
Now's our chance to strike! Go! Another baton pass. Woo! Looking cool, Joker.
Let's go.
Show's over. Level up.
Okay.
Did On level up already? She did not. Oh, I didn't know there was like another guy in here. Well, I guess I did, but forgot about it.
Three enemies.
Okay, we're missing, thankfully.
It's almost scary how good I am.
Fortunately, I haven't fought this Inugami enemy yet, though. Oh, but I'm lucky he's weak to that. This may be kind of risky to try to recruit a persona when I'm surrounded, but I am gonna try this. He's timid, so choose kind answers. Sorry about that. None of these are kind. It'll be my new stylish code? I don't know. Wow, okay, that actually was the right answer. I guess he liked it because it meant he had some kind of value to him. Me am Inugami. You are good English. I wonder if that, like, they speak in a similar style in the Japanese script, with, like, broken Japanese.
All right.
Okay. Okay, make smart, good words. What is that? Bless insta-kill to one foot. Okay, so it's like the straw doll then.
Let's see it. I have something. It's somewhere.
There's something to break on that side, but nothing up here.
I have something. Focus.
Watch out for the lasers. There's not really anywhere to hide either.
I'll reveal your true form.
Okay, he's weak to
attacks won't hurt
wind. Okay, so Morgana, you're up.
Zoro, show your might! Persona! Zoro! It's almost scary how good I am.
Don't you know?
Finish up!
Show me that way. How bad
Game over.
here we go? Don't you know?
Okay.
Piece of...
Okay, you can have the SP adhesive now.
I have something.
I'll reveal your true form.
Give me a break.
Gorgeous Panther.
Finish this!
Honestly, the best.
Okay. Ha! Piece of cake.
See it.
This one's a red one.
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh, Nue,
The first move is ours.
who may not have the same stats as the mini boss one. In fact, we
I
don't.
see a weakness.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this one yet.
I should have done it.
Okay, it is still weak to fire, but it is too high of a level for me to recruit. I'll just ask for money. And so now we see the ability that we got from Yoshida coming into play here. We can ask for more. Nope, okay, he wasn't standing for that. Ow. Fuck.
Joker's confused? Hey, calm down! My other self!
That doesn't cure confusion.
You never see it come down.
That's a big help! This one is weak to fire.
I only have one more relax gel. I guess I should have bought more.
Okay.
Okay, well then how about I ask for money, and then I just all-out attack after that.
Okay, guys, let's do it!
A beautiful rose has thorns.
Okay.
Yeah, now that we have that ability, really we could be asking most shadows for money, I think, and then all-out attack them after that.
Focus.
Oh, there's still one here.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Go! It's almost scary how good I am. Hit the turn! Mine! I'm powered up from the baton pass! Don't move now!
We suppose.
Man, that's kind of cheesy. The fact that you can ask for money and then just murder them to get the full experience and money of their just killing them. I never thought to do that before.
Okay. I can see it.
That was a little too easy.
I got the chest. Hiranya. Cures all non-special ailments for one ally. Well, if I need to cure confusion again, I guess I have that.
I have something.
Hey.
Okay, let's see. How do we get in there? Do we go in this painting?
Somewhere.
I thought that was to, like, actually advance. And maybe we have to do that first. We're about to Mario 64 this. What happened? It actually entered the painting. That's absurd. It's like, what are you... Next you're gonna tell me you can enter your hand in a TV.
I won't forgive you.
Oh no, we didn't clean our feet before coming in here.
Focus.
Oh,
It's pretty cool how you move from one painting to another. Yeah, I did that earlier. You can use third eye to show where you have to go to get to each spot.
I have something.
Come out of the painting up here.
How foolish.
Focus. Focus. Hey.
Don't go staring at my butt.
I should have.
What are you talking about? Is there any reason to check this fan? No.
All right, a chat.
Zodiac charm. Luck +2. Yeah, that may actually be more useful than having the muscle anklet on, just because luck applies to more things. Okay, so now we can open this door. So we have to go in here. We'll have to fight someone.
Whoa.
Let's do it then.
Joker.
Do I have the right persona equipped? Yeah.
Joker.
It was simple. Shikioji. I'm pretty sure we don't want to use physical at all against him.
Not bad if I say so myself. Persona!
Let's get this over with. Persona! Get ready! Persona! What's wrong?
Rage.
Skull's enraged?
Some kind of Sentai robot. Do I have a rage cure? I don't really want to use my Piranha on that. No, it doesn't look like I do. He takes no damage from physical. But I think he's weak to nuclear.
Go down.
Yeah.
They're all knocked down! That was
Let's go.
incredible, Joker! Okay, guys, let's do it!
A little too late to buff your attack. Get out of here. We got a Media card. So, skill cards can be given to your personas to teach them that skill.
I leveled up.
Can only be used on Joker's personas. I already have that skill on one of my current personas, so I don't think I really need to use it.
Somewhere.
Turn that shit off already. But we need another password. Nice, Rock. First try tonight.
Joker! A treasure chest! Let's open it! Oh!
So all that's left is Fancy Gray 5. The Hellspawn. Old eye patch. Oh, evade physical. That may actually be better than having this ice ring. BRP gonna beat it first try.
Focus.
So we can't open this shutter from this side either. Okay, so then let's go back up here. Can we go back up here? Is this only a one-way? I guess it is. Shit. Okay, well, can we access the rooms on the right? See, there was another way to go through the vent, but I'm not sure if it actually led anywhere or not. Well, regardless, I'm gonna have to go all the way around here. Oh, this is where we learn about the password, okay. I was having some trouble coming up with a good one. The numbers for Lord Matarame's feet, okay. So we're gonna have to backtrack to get this one. Maybe his shoe size? You know that bastard's shoe size?
Hey, I see a
So
shadow.
we'll have to fight our
Be
way
careful.
back out of here.
I'll reveal your true form.
All right, the first move is off. It's not over yet. Persona! Zoro, show your might! It's almost scary how good I am.
Okay, give me some money. Now die.
Game over.
Okay.
A stylish victory.
I'll reveal your true form.
These Chinese people loved him so.
All right, the first move is off. It's not over yet. Say that again, Panther. Don't move now. Okay. Let's finish this. Okay, guys, let's do it. Aren't we the best?
And each time I do that, it over doubles the amount of money I'm getting per fight. Well, Matarame's feet are right here. He stands alone as his two adept hands paint into the future. None shall ever match his excellence. There were some numbers in there if you were paying attention. 1 alone, 2 none. 1120.
Nice. Yes.
Lasers are down. Shutters are open. So I didn't miss any chests, apparently. I do do want to, just for the sake of being thorough, I want to go back in here. Check out that vent again. Yeah, that was just a fan. Okay, that was also just a fan. I didn't turn around and look at that. I just went down the slope and that was that. No. Let me jump down. Safe room.
I should write something.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
How many persona slots do I have available? I've still got 2 empty ones. Okay, we're fine. And I'm not level 16 yet. Oh, I am level 16. Well then, hold on a moment. Back to the entrance. To the velvet room.
Do you need something?
You certainly...
Justine, you want to register it? Are you sure? If you wish to perform an let us begin the search.
She saw.
Looks pretty tough.
And it can inherit Medea. And it needs to inherit Frey. Do I have... Oh, it's got 3 slots available. Okay, this ought to be good then.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Yeah, I'll give it Raccoonda
It
as
will
well.
receive some new power.
This is rank 4, so we'll get some decent experience from this.
Then let us begin.
All right.
We get Rampage. All enemy physical skill hits 1 to 3 times. So that can be useful. Hi, Pixie. I don't want to use Shisa to get it.
Looks pretty tough.
Ooh, Diorama. Okay. I didn't realize we could get Diorama already. Yeah, now that I've got Shisa, I don't really need Slime anymore.
Choose the inherited skills, inmate.
Price for Pulimpa. Yeah, just put status ailment stuff on it.
Now for a rebirth.
She said, they don't call me a high pixie for nothing. 420 blaze it?
All right.
Wow, I even have the ability to make Archangel at this point. I don't even have regular Angel.
Looks pretty tough.
We don't have the Justice Confidant, though. And I don't want to get rid of my high pixie for that.
Are you finished?
No, I'm not done here. I need to talk to you two. Because I've got a Shisa with Frey.
Very well.
Of course I do. Don't give me that smug attitude.
Yeah.
The list. What list?
Hey, inmate.
Freaking Carolee. Your only response should be, yes, ma'am. There's something the matter, it's quite noisy over there.
Listen up, inmate.
Alright, so we are rank 2 strength.
Alright.
No ability for that rank, though. Life isn't just gonna hand you success.
Farewell. Now,
Matador with Magaru. What level is Matador? Okay. We probably won't get to 19 by the end of the palace.
hey.
Yeah, they won't let me go to bed anymore in here. Let your mind wander. Wait, did you do it? Oh, this is just like basic questions you can ask.
No slacking off.
Awesome. So now I don't have to do it for you.
Now then, what do we do?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I just remember how exhausted I was after clearing that myself.
All right.
Okay, new area.
It's somewhere. Come on.
So, this room reminds me of that one chamber in Portal 2 Co-op, where one person's operating the buttons and the other person has to like go through the maze, although I guess really there's two chambers that are like that. But I don't know, it's like the fact that there's this balcony here with some like structure in the background, it makes me think of that. Maybe I'm completely insane for thinking that they are similar, but whatever. I'm guessing this door we cannot open. Oh, hey, Lizard, you see it too? Okay, I'm not as insane as maybe
This door won't open.
some people might think I am.
I have something.
I can see it.
In we go. Yeah, two paintings with two frames with no paintings at all. So what does that mean? I think any day ought to be fine, unless like it turns out that I do have COVID and I'm like completely debilitated tomorrow or Friday or whatever. I really don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. This world is a desert. He's surrounded by mediocre tons. Hey, a newbie. Bastard never had any real talent to begin with.
I can see it.
Art is the same as worshipping the gods. So if we go this way, we just end up right back where we started. But we can go through the Torii Gate and end up in a different painting. Capitalizing on that youth before it wastes away. You can justify that all you want. Does not make you right. Yeah, I mean, I could try to watch you and Bunny playing Yakuza 6 at the same time, but it probably would be better to do it tomorrow. Okay, so now I think we jump out of the painting and hit this button. Okay, that causes another picture to appear.
Whoa!
Back in, and there's another pathway this way, but I think this one is wrong, at least right now. Yeah, it takes us back to the beginning. But I think if we go this way now, yeah, now there's a different painting for that path to take us to. I saw this fairly recently, so I remember the sequence decently well. Pretty much, Ryuji. Leave it to Ryuji to break it down to the simplistics. So, there's no point in trying to fight that octopus. You'll just get smacked out of the painting and sent down to the bottom where a bunch of shadows spawn. I don't think we can get back into this one. Yeah, we're gonna have to jump down. So now if we go back to this one and climb up again, that takes us to the last painting. Transforming that into money is what brings about true happiness. Yeah, it was. He says all those words in front of the media to get him on his side, but it's all a bunch of hooey. Not once did he mention a love for art. Meaningless self-assertions placed into picture frames. See, I don't think there's a reason to go down to the bottom here. I don't think there's any chests or anything. So let's just move on. No, I thought I could hide behind that.
Three enemies. Let's do it. Persona.
Okay, I have access to wind.
Pixie. There.
Looking cool, Joker. It's not over yet. Zoro, it's almost scary how good I am. Take my time, stop. Persona second operative's up next. Your power keeps rising. What's the matter? You're so gorgeous, Panther.
Give me your money.
Lie. So.
No.
We suppose.
Now die. Oh, there's more.
Outnumbering us isn't gonna help.
Who's next?
Ooh, looking cool, Joker.
Let's see if On can hit them.
Do it.
Not over yet.
Okay, here we go.
Panther. You got to on to the second person.
Persona!
An enemy defeated. Go, give me more.
Captain
An enemy defeated. Skull, give me more.
Really? I can compromise.
Let's tear them apart!
Okay, guys, let's do it.
You'll never see.
Agaru, nice.
Okay.
Joker, there's a chest!
I'll reveal your true form.
Yeah. Probably the least graceful of all the all-out attack splash screens.
Ooh, looking cool, Joker!
See if we can do that again on.
Roger, pass the baton.
Okay, there she got it.
Pass it on to the second person!
Persona!
Enemy defeated! Go, give me more!
Let's go, Captain!
An enemy defeated!
Serves
Go,
you right.
give me more!
Really? I can compromise.
2,700. Okay, that's better than it was before.
This'll let
You never see it come to it.
Kaja, she can kill enemy stat buffs.
Okay. Man, that was easy.
Snuff Soul, nice.
Let's see it. It's somewhere.
Enemy ahead! Be careful!
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh, new A.
Now's our chance to strike! Go!
Let's go. You're mine.
We're all knocked down! That was incredible, Joker!
I can't talk to you because you're. Oh. Okay, I guess I can, even though you're higher level than me, but that is a shitty amount of money.
Do it.
Think again, don't you know? Work just like that.
Serves you
You're
right.
the best, Panther!
Jake.
Do it with style!
No more art. Horizon, not that cloud. About to
How's that?
know where this go to go.
Okay.
64,000 now. Oops, shit.
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Go! Ooh, looking cool, Joker!
Let's go.
Hold on.
Alright, pass the baton and follow up!
Hold on. Think again.
Zoro, show your might! Witness my resolve!
We got that one.
Heh, it's almost scary how good I am.
You lie? You suppose.
Time for some bloodshed!
No more
Okay, guys, let's do it!
horizon, not that cloud.
Clean up complete!
Tell me where this go to go.
Okay.
Yeah, that really is giving me all the money. Man, I can't believe I never thought of doing that before.
Focus.
Oh, there's an enemy in the bathroom.
I'll reveal your true form.
This group again.
Now's our chance to strike! Go!
Oh, she got him. She got that last one with the last shot.
You've got another baton pass. An enemy defeated. Go, give me more.
Let's go!
An enemy defeated.
Just
Go,
stay
give me
there.
more.
Really? I can compromise.
Nice. Man, doing that for every fight that I knock down all the enemies, that's gonna add up so much over the course of the game.
All right.
Piece of cake!
I can feel it.
There's nothing in here, right? No. Oh, there's a chest in this one, though. Right.
Somewhere.
Okay, yeah, we're at this section now. Like a freaking MC Escher painting.
Damn it.
It's not even on the map. Because if we were, according to the map, we should be right in the treasure room now.
It's somewhere. I can feel it.
Can't go that way.
I can feel it. It's somewhere.
Take that. Witch amulet. Magic +2. I'll keep the accessories at what they're at. Yeah, what are physics?
It's somewhere. Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike.
we do
Oh,
not-
this is the Shadow's weak spot.
Okay, I guess we know that it's weak to ice.
Persona.
Shit, did I get rid of... I guess I got rid of my Bufu. How did I let that happen?
Calm down. Ravage them.
Hit one of them. Okay, no, they're not weak to gun. I was hoping they would be.
Let's do this.
Eat this! Bring it on home!
Enemy defeated. We can't let it escape now.
Preventing enemy escape. Oh, this is one of the things you can request assistance from the Thieves Guild for. I mean, we're pretty far into this palace, so yeah, sure, let's request assistance. Luna Nightmares team. Huh. Interesting name. I don't think that is Ite Luna.
Serves you right.
And that knocks him down, so we can try to recruit him. He's upbeat, okay. Ready? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Happy 87th birthday! Oh yeah!
Your power's incredible, Joker.
Okay, so now I can see if he actually has any other weaknesses. Bless, okay. I don't think I have any bless skills, though. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be fighting more of these, so I want to get Yusuke in the party now. I have Zio, right, on something. Yeah, on Shisa. Okay, let's swap him in for Ryuji. Oh, and I don't think I gave him an accessory yet. And I don't think I have any better equipment for him yet. Yeah, he's stuck with this default armor. I'll give you the witch amulet for now.
Focus.
Teleport.
Whoa! I can feel it.
You can't. It almost looks like there's another path to the right there, but I guess you can't go that way. Alright, paintings of the Sayuri, except one of them is clearly different than the other. Aren't they all counterfeit? Although maybe the real one's here too.
Hey,
Maybe it's obvious for you. Well, the real Sayuri was wearing red, so this one's the real one. For real? Okay, that's our second one this stream. What does that do for us? Changes that pathway gold, and there's a reason for that. If I had tried to go in there first, it would have taken me back to a previous area, but now it'll take me somewhere forward. Oh shit, there's more of them, and none of them are blue this time. Alchemy of Madarame's brain. That's an interesting way of putting it. Yeah, he's definitely a fucking liar. He compounds lies with even more lies, as we saw.
Hey.
Just gotta check all of them. Just look for the real one. Well, it looks like only one of these has the branch behind it, so...
Focus.
That is probably the real one.
Hey.
Well...
none of these are the real one.
I can see it.
Neither of these are the real one. That one might be.
I can feel it.
Wait, no, because the hair. I remember the first time I played this, the hair threw me off, but the hair is behind her in this one. It's supposed to be in front of her like it is on this one.
Hey.
Well,
If we get it wrong, then we'll get ambushed by an enemy. I think we have to go through this door. We can't jump back up.
Whoa!
We've seen all the false images. Something must have changed somewhere. Well, this door down here was not golden before.
Yes!
I have something.
Crimson Ring. Reduce fire damage, which could potentially be useful for Yusuke. But I'll keep him with the Witch Amulet for now.
I can feel it.
Alright, we've made it to the last area, but we're not quite at the treasure yet. We can see it from here, though. Madarame is standing right in front of it, and it's surrounded by lasers.
There it is.
Doesn't it look a bit hazy?
For the time being.
Like Hazy Maze Cave.
Once we send the card and make Madarame aware it'll be stolen, it'll materialize like, yoo-hoo!
I wonder what form it will take.
Who knows? Bet it's something like a self-portrait.
The source of what distorted Madarame's reality this much.
So how do we get it? Again, they call them infrared lasers, even though you can see them with the naked eye. Okay, safe room over here.
Let's do it.
Oh,
I'm not sure I remember exactly what order we have to do things in here. I know we have to check this place out.
Yeah!
No password. Let's try turning off the lasers. The lasers did not turn off. Only Lord Madarame can access this terminal due to maximum security protocol. There's no point in even coming here then. try shutting down the main power. Okay, so the lights go off, but the lasers stay active. Is a few seconds gonna be enough to do anything? Oh shit. Let's try opening the shutters. Okay, so we can do that. That may allow us to get closer to the treasure. And here they are. Makami.
I don't see a weakness.
I didn't fuse this? I thought I did.
Let's see. You're mine.
Okay, electric works.
Ooh, looking cool, Joker.
Ravage them.
Ooh, looking cool, Joker.
You're mine.
Ooh, looking cool, Joker.
Okay, I guess this
That
is
won't work right now.
one you can't negotiate with. I guess I probably can't demand money either, no.
Codes aren't getting through.
Alright. Didn't quite kill him. Ow. Killed him with resistance.
It's a step forward.
Sorry if that ice falling back into the cup is loud in the mic. What can we do with those results? I don't think we can open this. No.
It seems it doesn't open.
Okay, well, let's save again after doing that fight.
All right.
I should write something.
Come on.
I have something.
Now I can break this.
Focus.
Joker,
I'll reveal your true form.
I think I have one lockpick left, and if that's the last locked chest, then that works out.
the first move is ours.
It's time.
You can aim for their weak spot.
You're mine.
Ooh, looking cool, Joker.
Go down.
Ooh, looking
Alright,
cool,
Yusuke,
Joker.
you got this. Oh, right. God damn it. He doesn't have baton pass yet, so I can't baton pass to him. I'll just have to wait for his turn to come up. Well, I guess I can baton pass to someone else just to get some extra damage off. Oops, no. Let's see, strongest wind. Wait, no, I'm looking at my personas. I'm looking at them.
Use electric moves. Those are at ice is the shadow's weak spot. Use electric moves.
Okay, neither of them are resistant to fire, so let's baton pass to on. Bye-bye.
Panther! Great! Took them all out. A spectacular victory!
Yuji gets rampage, nice.
Alright.
Oh!
Last lockpick. I like how Yusuke like flips his lid over a treasure because he's a starving artist. Saint's Tunic. That's quite a bit better than the Cosmic Undies. And yeah, protecting Joker is the #1 priority, so we'll give the Cosmic Undies to Yusuke instead.
Focus. I can see it. I can see it. I can feel it.
Enemy ahead! Be careful!
There's a shadow.
It's somewhere. Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Go! Don't use bless attacks!
Persona! There!
Ooh, looking cool, Joker!
Think again. Don't you know? Work just that thing.
Up to you.
Alright, mine! Pass the baton and follow up!
Here we go. Don't you know? And there's a
Persona! What's the matter?
Let's go. Goemon!
Oh, nice one, Fox!
I am thou.
you is not what.
Oh, nice one, Fox! Hold up!
474. Cheapskate.
See it coming.
As the curtain falls.
You're done.
The dragon in the background there like makes me think it would be a Yakuza tattoo.
A stylish victory!
Oh, treasure demon. Get your ass back here.
Hey, that's
Okay,
a rare
another
one.
region.
Don't try escape!
Ravage them!
Yeah, that's its weakness, so I will recruit this one.
Joker! Your power's incredible, Joker!
I think he's like loaded with a bunch of elemental spells. Yeah, all the level 1, all enemies elemental spells, so if we use them as fusion material, something will be able to inherit some of those moves.
Focus. Show me your true form.
Alright, well, let's...
Persona!
Do I have... No, right, I got rid of whatever had my Bufu, so,
Let's see.
I have, yeah, just in case, let's use Rampage.
Joker took one out. All right.
Just in case, like, Yusuke misses. That way we don't have to face the onslaught of all 4 of them at once.
Guard down.
This is my other self. Goemon, strike! One shadow left. Goemon!
Killed him.
Not bad, Fox. Yeah! Victory!
Okay. I have something.
Child's play.
It's somewhere.
Oh, another chest. Magic ointment, so I think that gives you a Karakarn.
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance. Go!
You're mine.
Looking cool, Joker.
There.
Looking cool, Joker. Joker took one out. All right. Two foes left. Let's do this.
I am thou. Goemon! From 2-1. This is my other self. Goemon, strike!
You got him on the ground. I knew you could do it, Fox.
Okay, it's a little better than the last one gave
Now,
me.
let us strike! And the curtain falls.
No skills for them at 17.
Okay. I can see it.
The cognition here is weak.
Preview site for a patch? Huh. Don't think I've ever heard of
Write
that.
something.
Eureka?
Ready?
I don't think it's gonna amount to anything. Let's put the SP adhesive back on Joker. Ow, ow, Abby. Sometimes she does not retract her claws when she stands up and adjusts her position. Sticks right into my leg. A dungeon. All the mechanisms in the exhibition hall are controlled from.
I can feel it.
Guess it's nice to have someone on the team who might be able to notice things that others don't.
Focus. Hey, look!
Oh, that kind of sounds like the ancient cave from Lufia 2, then. or Lufia the Legend Returns, where you go into it and you start at level 1 and you have nothing, basically, and have to work your way through it from scratch. Can't get back up if we just jump down. Ah, but there's a hook. Oh, there's actually a game called Deep Dungeon? Huh. It's just a window. Well, it might come in handy later. Oh, there it is.
Joker.
Now we know how to operate the crane.
Wait! You got it.
So yeah, we are going to be stealing this treasure Mission Impossible style. We have the ability to turn the lights off. Here's the darkness.
Nice.
This is I think this this particular heist is pretty cool, the way they fit everything together. Sounds good to me.
Now then.
Gotta be kidding me. Time for the calling card. Alright.
Let's rest a little.
On is close to leveling up. She's the only one who's not at 17. Okay, I think I want to get her to 17 before I leave.
Show me your true form.
Alright.
Let's go.
First move is ours.
There. Persona. Ravage now.
Looking cool, Joker.
Yours.
Alright. Pass the baton and follow up.
Hold it. Don't watch just let them.
Two enemies
I
remaining.
am thou.
Don't let your guard down.
Let's go. Goemon, strike!
Nice one,
No
Fox.
sudden movements.
No, it's not enough. We can die.
And the curtain falls.
I don't think that fight alone will be enough. She should be very close, though.
Okay.
Yeah, 8. Very close indeed.
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to strike.
Come.
You can aim for their weak spot.
Let's go. Go down.
Oh shit, that's Inugami, not Makami. Getting too confused here.
Witness my resolve.
Yeah, sure, yeah, use Magaru.
Don't move.
Lie. Me suppose.
There we go.
All right. I could have handled that myself. How...
I should write something.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of there, Leon. Which reminds me that I've been watching Bunny's Soul Hackers playthrough on YouTube. She didn't stream the game; she only posted it to YouTube. And the video I watched today, she was at a location called the Leon Auto Plant. So, does Leon Kennedy like cars?
Yes.
Also, the music in that place is really good. I've been waiting for this. What are you, Akihiko, Ryuji? Is that even legal? I watched another playthrough of hers that was only posted to YouTube called Soma. And yes, those games can appear on the Bunny Awards.
Ah, you're back.
Oh, why? Now that's not legal. Yeah, maybe his input matters more than ours on this. Let's talk to him.
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Confusing while alone.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Now that we have the route secured, we're gonna save and we're gonna stop there. If I am feeling okay tomorrow, we will stream again and send the calling card and take on the second boss. But whether or not that happens remains to be seen. But anyway, that's all for now. Thanks guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and have a good night.